Hello. This morning we're going to get started with a lesson on tying back into the document that we had started last week related to the 5 Ws and the topic that we're interested in learning about as it relates to the polar regions. So it's going to be posted here on our Google site as part of our streaming piece. It's currently logged as a scheduled for the morning at 8 o'clock to be released to you. But what I wanted to do is just kind of share with you a few cursory research opportunities that I want you to try and take a stab at tomorrow. Our end goal with this particular project is at the end of 3 weeks of, learning about our topics, gathering some data, doing some small projects and small readings and writings along the way, that eventually you will in fact be able to teach me something that I don't already know about a topic that you're passionate or curious about. So I'm going to just kind of model for you what it is that I'm hoping to see. And then as you have questions, I'll schedule another check-in for Friday. And you're welcome to join that hangout and ask your questions either through email, through text, through the Hangout Meets, or if you're all set, just make sure I'm seeing those assignments coming in as they come due. So this is our document, and of course we need to make sure that our document has a title, and this was our 5 Ws for the polar region. And I've decided to kind of follow the trend that I saw a lot of friends in class doing, and that's learning a little bit more about polar bears. Now, right now, many of you have the who, the what, the where, the when, the why, and the how listed out in a numbered format. What I think might be useful, and I've been thinking about it today, is if we create a table to help organize our thoughts and the research that we're collecting. So who will go here, what, where, when, why, and how. Now, we're all kind of aiming at like question starters. Eventually, you're going to develop your very own research question. But before we can ask questions that are a little bit deeper, we need to have some solid baseline understanding. So what I've done is I went to polarbearsinternational.org. I did a quick Google search for polar bear and scientists. I'll show you what it looks like. So if we go to polar bears and scientists, the very first website that pops up is all about polar bears and the scientists that learn about them. So this is the website that I'm going to gather my preliminary data from. So this group, I want to focus in on their research. I want to see what it is that they know and how they can help me. So I've checked out their research link, and it looks like a pretty reputable company, despite the fact that his water bottle is kind of junked up and bumpy. But I think it's still valid, So we can click on Meet the Team, and this is going to kind of direct us with our who. And I'm curious about the staff scientists. So these are 4 people that are all connected to this particular organization. And since I want to know a little bit more about who these people are, I can follow these links after I paste them into my research document, and I can learn a little bit more about them. So this is Dr. Stephen Amstrup, and he's the chief scientist for Polar Bears International. He's also an adjunct professor at the University of Wyoming in Laramie. Before joining PBI, he was a research wildlife biologist with the United States Geological Survey at the Alaska Science Center. Like, this guy totally knows what he's doing. I know he sounds impressive, and he is. So that tells me that I can trust the information that I'm going to be reading about him. So what I would like you guys to focus on is finding an authority figure within your topics, create this, and then make sure I have access to your document. And I want to learn about who the researchers are that you're going to learn from. That's today's plan. I'll see you soon.